Hi, my name is Gurmeet. I'm the head of financial education, training and capability development for Wealth Trade Malaysia. Today, I'm going to focus on the gold trend based on fundamental analysis and also technical analysis. First and foremostly, as we can see for the fundamental factors, we can see that the global equities has basically hedged up, and it is a key part of the Treasury yield curve, which inverted further on Friday, and it's a sign that the US economy will stall next year, and that investors hope will lead the Federal Reserve to back off its aggressive hiking of the interest rate. So we are likely to see that the interest rate is actually getting more higher. And secondly, as we can see that the strong retail sales data this week would definitely hammer the idea that the Fed will tighten the monetary policy further, and it's likely that the inflation has actually peaked, and we are seeing that likely that Fed actually have a consideration either for a lower rate or it will be a higher rate. And thirdly, China is basically still holding to its zero COVID policy, so it's likely that we are not able to actually see that there would be any further demand for the copper, and it's still remaining as stagnant. So the trend that we're looking at is basically bearish, and the fundamental range is between 1750.12 to 1753.11. So that is the fundamental range that we are looking at. So currently I would actually take you to the as we can go here for the technical analysis, as you're able to see here. So we'll wait, and most importantly is that we will have to look at our support and also our resistance point at the Fibonacci basically. So I'll be showing you this at the XAUUSD, and it's important to look at your daily as well. So at your daily, as you're able to see, we have 3 support points and we have 3 resistance points. So for support 1, we have 1751.24. For support 2, we have 1750.80. And for support 3, we have 1750.08. So we can go with our resistance points. Our resistance points is about 1752.68. For resistance 2 is 1753.12. And for resistance 3, we have 1753.84. And our pivot point is basically at 1751.96. So it's very important, firstly, is that we look at what our technical indicators is basically indicating, as we know that we have a strong buy, and it is all based on all these technical indicators that we have. And nextly, we have to check with our 2 higher time frames, which would be the weekly as well as the monthly. So as we can check for the weekly, we have a buy, and also for the monthly, we are having a strong sell. Okay, which means that we are not confirmed regarding on where we are going to actually place our entry. So what we would do is that we will have to check with another technical indicator, which is known as the linear regression. So what we could do is that first and foremostly, you can look for XAUUSD, and then you can actually go and check what would be the technical indicator, which is the linear regression, is basically showing you at the daily. Okay, so we will actually use the linear regression channel. So as we are able to see here for the linear regression channel, we are seeing at the daily that it's a slight downtrend basically, and we will have to check with the other 2 time frames, which would be the weekly and monthly. As we can check for the weekly, we are able to see that it's also a slight downtrend, and we can go with our monthly as well, which we would be able to see that it is a little to the uptrend basically. So what we can do is that it's very important for us to actually check with our strategy tester as well. Firstly is the Bollinger Band strategy tester as well as the RSI strategy tester. So what we could do is that we can search for the Bollinger Band strategy tester, band strategy, as well as we can go for the RSI strategy, relative strength index strategy. So it is very important for us to ensure that our Bollinger Band strategy tester and our RSI strategy tester has a percent profitable, which would be above 50%. So as we are able to see here, firstly we can go with our RSI strategy. We can see that our daily, we have about 72.92%. And we will have to check with our weekly as well, which means that we will get about 60%. Okay, and if we go for our monthly, we are able to have about 100%. So as we can see that our RSI strategy is basically meeting the requirement for the percent profitable to be above 50%. So what we will have to do, we can check with our Bollinger Band strategy tester as we are able to see at our daily, we are having about 66.44%, and we can go for our weekly, which we have about 65%, and if we go for our monthly, we have about 40%. As we are able to see here, we are not able to actually follow our monthly time frame, as it does not actually meet the requirement where the percent profitable for the RSI strategy and the Bollinger Band strategy tester should be above 50%. So which means that we can actually more rely on our daily as well as our weekly. So as we know that our fundamental analysis is basically supporting more towards the bearish, so what we would do is that we will actually look for our sell points. So if we are looking for our sell points, what we would do is that we will actually go to our daily, take our resistance one, which would be at 1752.65, yeah, and then we can actually take profit at the pivot point, which would be at 1751.96, and then we can actually place our stop loss at 1753.12. So this is the place where, you know, we actually go for our entry, we place our stop loss, and also we place our take profit. If there is any further information that you need, kindly contact me, Gurmeet. May you have a wonderful day.